Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed some part of the lesson, that is an adventure. It is the new unit, fourth unit, which we have started in the last class, and the name of the lesson is an adventure. In that, we have completed some part of the lesson, and I think you have remembered the story till where we have completed, isn't it? It is the story about, yes, it is Seema and Arun, the cousins, went to Vishnupur for a vacation with their grandparents. It was a small, quiet town surrounded by green hills and some ancient ruins. They used to explore the old temple in a fort nearby. Other times, they pretended to be rulers of an ancient kingdom and played hide and seek. One day, Seema and Arun were playing hide and seek. It was the turn of Seema, so that she began searching for Arun. He was not there in the temple, and so Seema reached a cave to find him out. There she found a torn piece of paper on which the letters CLP were written. Till here we have completed the lesson. So today we are going to complete the remaining part of the lesson. If you see in your textbook, don't throw it. Let me see it, said Arun. As he took the paper from her, he looked at it carefully and said, "See, if you look at the torn edge of the letter, which could be an E and not a C." Then what did Arun do? He told Seema that not to throw that paper, and he took that paper from her and he looked at it carefully, means he was carefully observing that piece of paper, and he was telling that if you see the torn edge of the paper, you can understand that the letter is not C but it is E. Then Seema said, "Do you think it could be help?" asked Seema. So, by listening the words of Arun, Seema was asking Arun that, "Do you think it could be help?" Means the letter which means the word which is written in the letter might be help. Help? My goodness, someone is in trouble. We must find him, said Arun. By listening the word help from Seema, then Arun was telling that help, my goodness. So he's telling that someone is in trouble and we have to find that person or her, added Seema. So as Arun said, it may be some male person who is in help. By listening that word, Seema is telling it may be her, means it may be lady or it may be man. So we have to help them. But where do we go? There is no one in the temple and there is no one in the cave too. So they were thinking that where we have to go and search that person, because there is no one in the temple and there is no one in the cave also. Let's try the Meena Bazaar. There is a secret passage, said Arun excitedly. So as they were discussing that there is no one in the temple and there is no one in the cave, then where we will be searching that person? So Arun said that let's try the Meena Bazaar. So he's telling that we will try in the Meena Bazaar. There is a secret passage. Passage means a long narrow way through. So he's telling that there is a secret passage in Meena Bazaar. So we will search the person in that place. said Arun excitedly. Excitedly means to make someone feel happy or interested or eager. So Arun was telling eagerly that we will try in Meena Bazaar where there is a secret passage. Meena Bazaar was once a popular market for royal ladies, but all that remained now was sorry, but all that remained now was just a few crumbling walls. A secret passage was connected to the market. They ran towards it. So, how is the condition of the market is? So, what they are saying is Meena Bazaar was once a popular market for royal ladies. Means it is a very popular market for whom royal ladies, but now but now what is the condition of that market is it remained a few crumbling walls. Crumbling means breaking or cracking into pieces, so means it is completely spoiled or collapsed uh, thing now. A secret passage was connected to the market. So that secret passage was connected to this Meena Bazaar. So they ran towards that Meena Bazaar. There they found a man with his hands and feet tied up. He had a gag on his mouth and was struggling to free himself. The children removed the gag and helped him free his hands and feet. So, as Arun and Seema run towards this Meena Bazaar secret passage, there they found a man with his hands and feet tied, and also he had a gag. Gag means a piece of cloth put in a person's mouth to prevent him from speaking. So they found a gag in his mouth, means they found a cloth in his mouth, and also his hands and legs were. And what they have done, and they have seen that person struggling to free himself. So these children went, who Seema and Arun went to that person, and they have removed that cloth from his mouth and helped him to free his hands and legs. Hurry, the man said. The smugglers will be back. So, after removing that cloth and helping that man to free his hands and legs, that man was telling that, hurry, the smugglers will be back. So, smugglers means a person involved in moving goods illegally in or out of a country. So, he was telling that we have to move fast, otherwise, the smugglers will come back. They ran all the way through the secret passage. They were soon out of breath. So, Arun, Seema, along with that man, all the three ran all the way through the passage. So Arun, Seema, and the man, they were running all the way through the secret passage, and they were soon out of breath. Means they were safely uh, escaped from that passage. Don't stop yet, panted the man. They'll be back any moment. So, don't stop yet, panted means breath with short, quick breaths. So, uh, with short breaths, the man was warning Arun and Seema that Arun and Seema not to stop, because those smugglers may come back at any moment. Soon they reached home. Their grandparents were surprised to see them. So, as they were running very fast and they reached their home. So, when they reached their home, their grandparents were surprised to see them. See them means see Seema, Arun, and the man. Now tell us, who are you? Seema asked the man. After reaching the home, Seema was asking that man, "Who are you?" Then then Arun was asking, "And who tied you up?" added Arun. As Seema was asking that man, "Who are you?" Arun was asking immediately, "Who tied you up and why?" So Seema and Arun was questioning that man one by one, that who are you and who tied you, and why did they tied you, means these questions they were asking one by one. "I'll tell you the whole story, but first call the police station," said the man. So, by hearing the questions of Seema and Arun, that man was telling that, "I will tell you the whole story, but before that, uh, first call to the police station." So, that man was asking Seema and Arun to call the police station before knowing the whole story. The police arrived in no time. The man they had freed was a police officer in plain clothes. He was following a gang of smugglers who had caught him and tied him up. Before that, he had managed to write help on a piece of paper and had thrown it, hoping that someone would find it. So, as they called the police, within no time, police has arrived, and the man who was freed from smugglers was a police officer who is in plain clothes, means he is not in his police uniform, because he was following a gang of smugglers. Gang means an organized group of criminals. So, that police officer was following a gang of smugglers who had caught the police officer and tied him up. Before that, he had managed to write help on a piece of paper and had thrown it, hoping that someone would see that paper and help that police officer. "They were going to kill me, but thanks to you, I am safe. We will now go and catch the smugglers," said the man. So, the man was, who is that man? He is the police officer. So, that police officer was telling that those smugglers were about to kill me, but you people have saved me. For that, he was conveying thanks to Arun and Seema. And then he was going to catch those smugglers. What an adventure! "Wait till I tell my friends about it," said Seema. So, Seema was telling that what an adventure, and she is requesting that man to wait till she tell to her friends. "They will never believe us," said Arun. So Arun was telling that if we tell to our friends that we have helped you from, means we have saved you from the smugglers, means our friends will never believe us. So they are asking that man to wait till they tell their friends. "That's enough, children. It is time for lunch," said Granny. So when Arun and Seema were talking to that man, their grandmother said that it's enough, children. Now it's time for lunch. So this is the story. I think you have understood it. There are some hard words. First one is carefully, second is goodness, third is trouble, fourth is passage, fifth is excitedly, sixth is connected, seventh is struggling, eighth is smugglers, ninth is surprised, 10 is arrived. Meanings: passage, a long narrow way through. Gag, a piece of cloth put in a person's mouth to prevent him from speaking. Smugglers, persons involved in moving goods illegally in or out of a country. Pant, breathe with short, quick breaths. Gang, an organized group of criminals. And your home assignment is write hard words and meanings in your notebooks. Students, I have given you hard words and meanings separately. I want you to write them neatly in your notes without any spelling mistakes, and also learn the spellings of hard words and also learn the meanings. We'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.